Hello everybody and welcome back to Terra Firma Craft with me, Wizard. And today we're going to go over a few improvements on the old homestead here. First off, you can see I built a forge blacksmith room. I went out, did some gathering, wound up finding 2 stacks of graphite and some kaolinite, which we're going to need those fairly soon. But we're not going to go into that right now. I killed a couple skeletons, got a pair of boots and a hat, charcoal and all that. In the last episode, you will notice that I made a goof there. I was trying to make the ice saw with an anvil, with a stone anvil, and it wasn't working. So that is why I made a copper anvil, and I blew through most of my copper. I found some more in my adventure out and about, and we have 2 ingots left there. And I went and I did some hunting, and we got some orange. We have our grain in here still. I killed a couple sheep that were way out in the distance and got us quite a bit of pork, and I have to cook that yet before this all goes bad. So I'm going to do that fairly soon after this episode. I forgot to cook it before because I had to cook through all this venison. I killed like 3 deer and got all this meat. So our food stores are looking good. It's going to be winter really soon. It is late autumn. And we're going to get into some leather first and foremost. So we're going to make a hat. So there's that. Okay, then we're going to do, that looks fairly easy, so we're going to do that. Shoot, I don't want to waste any of it. So there's the hat, chest, okay, leggings, that's fairly easy. Boots. That's 1, 2, 3, okay. And boots, that's fairly easy. There's a couple other recipes in here. A quiver and a saddle, both fairly easy. We're going to make a quiver, and we're going to make a saddle, and let's see what else leather is good for. We're going to need it to make a bellows, which we're going to need, and an item frame, and a backpack. Let's see, standard tucker bag. Reinforced tucker bag. Oh, okay, that's for getting animals. So, okay, we're gonna need some of that. So we're gonna put up what leather we don't need. We're gonna put this stuff in here too. I got the quiver because I've got a couple bows, as you can see here. I'm gonna put these in a different chest. Yeah, we'll put them in here. The bow, the quiver, the arrows. We have some flint, and let's see, just for the sake of argument, what, okay, we're going to need feathers. which means I'm going to have to go out and do some pheasant hunting or some chicken hunting. And to be honest, I've seen more pheasant than I have chickens, so that's going to be the route we go. And as you can see outside here, I've been doing a little bit of terraforming, getting some spaces sorted out, doing some expanding and such of that nature. And I didn't put these down because you can't put them on dirt. They'll pop right back off. I'll show you. Watch. You can't put them on dirt. So I was expanding this area, and that was dirt, so I couldn't put those down. And I've been building over this ravine so I can expand the farmstead here and have more room. Let's eat some apple. Get a little bit more orange here. And we have another one over there. I'll go and grab that. And that'll give us the food that we can eat. Like right now. There we go. Now we're going to put our armor on. There we go. Now that is nice. I feel quite a bit safer. I still have yet to put a roof on, but I'm not going to worry about doing that right now. And let's check this. We have curdled milk. Let's see, what can we use? And if we take the bucket out, just reseal it, eventually we'll get cheese. And that's awesome. Can I milk my cow? I can. We're just going to drink that so we can keep our dairy up. And I need to work on protein, but that's fine. So we have cheese, and I had vinegar being made here, which it did make, and you just put a bucket in, and you have to do it in that direction. And it gives you a bucket of vinegar. You just take it over, put it in the milk, gives you curdled milk, and eventually you get cheese from that, which that's all well and good. And I've been working on expanding the farming land here because we're going to need that to be a good area next spring, because as soon as spring hits, I'm going to plant a huge field of crops, and eventually I'm going to work this over, get this all filled in, get this all leveled out, and this is going to be where the livestock is going to go, and that's going to be how that's going to be. So quite a few advancements. I'm pretty happy with what we have so far. We have a nice start. We're into leather. We're into some basic metalworking, which is always good. And you see I did make a bronze pick. I made that. I'll show you how you make bronze. Bronze is right here. You need a little bit of copper and some sort of tin, which is cassiterite is what I used. So you do 88 to 92% and 8 to 12%, and you melt it in a pit kiln, which is right here what these are, and you get that. And I wanted to get a better pick. Eventually I'm going to have to make a what they call it, prospector's pick. I'm going to need that to basically look for more copper, and eventually I want to start looking for iron. And a prospector's pick will help immensely with that. And I made a bunch of shovels. I've used through all of them and went on an adventure, found that. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Excuse me. The kaolinite and the graphite, which I'm only going to need a little bit of both to get started. I wanted to make sure I didn't drop anything. And I'm going to pick this up, bring this in the house so I can do it at night here. And we'll put it right here. Put that in, put that in. And you grind it as you normally would anything else. I found another gemstone, by the way. So I put that up, and that should grind the fourth one. Alright, now we have some kaolinite powder, some graphite, and I'm going to need some clay, which should be right here. Because there's something I want to make, which is this stuff right here, fire clay. You need graphite and kaolinite to make fire clay. And what you use fire clay for is you make a crucible, an ore cooker, which I don't know exactly what that does, and a ceramic bucket. You can also make fire clay bricks, which you get fire clay, fire bricks, and things of that sort. I wanted it basically for the crucible. Whoops. Okay, stop spinning. And it was made clay in the middle, and surrounded like this. That gives you 4. You need 5. So I gotta do some more of that. But I'm not gonna do all of it like right now. I'm gonna have to grind all of it up. But for the moment, I just want enough to make the crucible. I keep forgetting what that's called. But yeah, I just want enough right now to make the crucible. And that recipe was basically just taking the core out. You don't want to mess up with this because you lose it. And the crucible you can put there, and what you can do with the crucible is if you put your copper in, see, I had the cassiterite, which is tin. If you put this in and heat it, it'll melt it and keep it in here. So I'll show you. I gotta get some. So you still have to put this in. You still have to light that. And when this heats, this will melt and it'll stay in here. And it'll tell you how much is in it. You'll see momentarily. So while that's doing that, we're going to go sleep in our bed, which we have it, so we might as well use it. It's still heating, so what I'm going to do something a little easier. There's nothing in this barrel. So I'm going to put that on our back. I'll drink while I'm here and fill that up. I'm going to put some fresh water just outside our door so we don't have to go to the river every time we want to have a drink. And I'm going to need another axe here pretty soon. But that's fine. Now let's see. We're starting to melt it, as you can see. There's 10 units of each in there. And as each one melts, it adds another 10 units. So that is 2 ingots worth right there. So what we can do is, see, there's 120 in there now. We put that in. I thought you could put the ingot in. Do you have to put it in the top? Oh, there we go. I don't know why it wasn't working before. Maybe it had to get to a right temperature. I don't know. But that's how you can get ore a little bit easier. So that is the main thing I wanted to do. And I believe you can also put ingots in here. Yeah, and they'll, if it's at the right temperature, your ingot will automatically liquefy. So that is what that is. Can I put these down? No, I can't. You can also, if they're still liquid, you can open these up and put something in here and it'll transfer the metal over. Like you can cast it from there. And I will take another one of these, throw it in and fill it up. I don't know if you can put, no, I didn't think you could. But that is why I wanted that. So that is a nice objective right there, having that. And as you can tell, I left a hole here because the way these forges are made, you have to have like a chimney. So that is why I did that. And you don't have to have it directly above the forge. It can be one space away. That's to prevent rain from getting on it, etc. So it doesn't seem like there was a lot accomplished in this episode. A lot of it has been work that's been between the scene, between the episodes. But I just wanted to do like a small bonus episode to show how much work has went into the background. Let's check our cheese. Oh, we have cheese. That is awesome. Let's have some nice fresh cheese. That is really cool. So that can be put up. And I'll grab all the meat out that I need to prepare. Where is it? Right there it is. See, we have some of it starting to spoil. And I don't want that. Cheese can go in there. A friend of mine told me about pressing the D key just like you do the S. And thank you for telling me that. That's been quite the time saver. I'll be honest with you. That is quite the time saver. So, until next episode, guys, I'm going to be cooking up this pork and getting it stored properly. And I will see you in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye-bye.